So this is an almost foolproof guide to Friday the 13th on the NES. It's not entirely foolproof, but it actually makes the game playable, I should say, because it's almost unplayable normally. What you're going to do is you got to kill Jason on 3 days to beat the game. So on day 1, you're going to get the torch for 4 of your characters. You're going to get as many potions for Mark. On day 2, you're just going to kill Jason with Mark. And on day 3, you're going to use the rest of the characters to kill Jason. So starting out, grab the key. These keys, they don't spawn. They all spawn in different places. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to either use a guide or just watch this video to see where they are. Normally, you would fight him outside, but he was by the door that time. So if you haven't played this game before, you need to understand the basic rules. The first thing you need to know about this game is that you have to swap to the character or who's being attacked, or you have to go to the lake to save the children. Okay, so he's dead. So he dies with 7 hits in the cabin. So if somebody's being attacked, just switch to him, go outside, and hit him 7 times, or do that inside, but it's a little harder inside. Okay, so back to Mark. I'm gonna go get the torch for Mark. And any potions you see laying around, be sure to grab them with Mark. In fact, it's usually a better idea to take the long way around. Don't pick up any keys, because the keys don't respawn. You can't give them to anyone, so don't pick up any of the keys. There should be some more. There's one. Yeah, I'm kind of taking the long route just to get him as many potions as possible, because he needs them. There's a lot in the southern forest, but it's kind of out of the way. So at the end, if I have time, I'll go ahead and I'll get the potions out of the southern forest, and that'll help me fight him on the day 2. Now you can get the sweater by killing Jason's mom, which reduces your health, which reduces the damage you take by half, but it's on the other side of the map. And unfortunately, for one thing, it's going to wear all your health down. Okay, the kids are being attacked now, so I'm going to have to go to the lake and save them first. Now, if you're on the right side of the lake, you want to go to the left. If you're on the left side of the lake, you want to go to the right. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting a lot of time for no reason, because it circles around. So the problem with fighting him inside with the children is you always have to fight him indoors by the lake, and that makes it harder because he's much harder to fight indoors. But remember, you have to hit him 7 times no matter what, so... Okay, so he's gone. And if you were to leave immediately and go to the right side of the lake, he'd be there, because he goes the same route each time. But for this, I'm going to go the other way. And I'm going to go ahead and get the torch. Someone else is being attacked already, but I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to help them. I'm going to get the torch first, because it only takes 20 seconds to get the torch. I'm going to take this note. I'm going to say go into the woods. Leave. Go to the left. Go down. Go to the right. Hit up twice. Hit down. Hit up. Leave and come back, basically. Go through the locked door. Take the note. Make sure you have the knife and the key and read that previous note, or you can't do this. Now that you read this note, you can go to the room that you were back before, but you have to go a different way, stupidly enough. So you're going to go to the right, down, right, down, right, into here. Go up, turn all the way around, and for no apparent reason, there's a torch here. Now I got to go save whoever is dying. Now, once you have the torch, don't pick up any other weapons, which is hard, but basically try not to jump is essentially the rule. So Debbie's being attacked, so... there's two... When there's 2 people in a room, you gotta, I don't know how that happened. How did 2 of them get in here? When there's two people in a room, you gotta fight them indoors, I think, or leave. So I have to fight them indoors this time. Alright. So now I'm gonna do this with Christie second. And there is a key right here, so there's a key right at this crossroads. So get the lighter, and where's the key? There's the knife, where's the key? Where's the key? There's the key. And I'm just going to go up all the way around. So yeah, you have to know where the key spawns are, and then it's ridiculously easy to get the torch. So you're just going to do this 4 times. Go up, right, take the note. Same thing as before, left, down, right, up, up, down, up, forward, take the note, turn around, leave, go to the right, down twice, down once, I mean go to the right twice, and in here, forward, turn around, take, done. I don't want to put her in the same area as Mark, so I'm going to go, that's the forest, I'm going to go over to this one on the left. I'm just going to leave her in here. And who's next? I still got to get Debbie and Laura. Laura is right by the cave with Jason's mom, so I'm going to do this next. She's not bad. She's a little slower, but not by much, so she's definitely the one you want to get to third. Now I gotta find a key, so go this way. Into here, and there should be a key this way, I think. There it is, right there. Now all I gotta do is go get the okay, the children are being attacked now, so I gotta go help the children. So quickly. So again, he takes 7 hits, so you just gotta do this over and over again, which is annoying, but whatever. Once you know the pattern, it's not that hard. She is getting low on health, though, so I gotta be careful. Your health gets restored after each day, after Jason is killed, so it doesn't matter that much if your health gets low. As long as you don't die. And you can pick up those potions, but like I said, I kind of want to save them for Mark. Okay, move forward, turn right, take the note. Then left. Somebody else is getting attacked, but I'm going to keep going this way. Up, up, down, up, forward. Note. So one more, and then I just gotta grab some potions with Mark, and I'm gonna go kill Jason. Alright, So this is not the fastest, but this is the most foolproof method. It might you might have a tendency to rush, and that's not good in this case. This is the. It's alright. The thing is, he's gonna lose some health because he's got the torch, but that's okay. So the only other person who needs the torch is Debbie, I believe. So. Thankfully there was a key right there, so just gotta grab the knife and I can quickly go get her the torch. Once you have the torch for all 4 of them, then it's just a matter of going and getting get as many potions as possible from Mark, because Mark is going to be the one fighting him on day 2. Then day 3 is pretty much just throw everything at the wall, whatever you have left, just do it, kill him, and finish this horrible game. Even though I really don't like this game, there are some mechanics about it that are very interesting, and that's kind of why I wanted to master it, because it seems like one of those games where you would rage quit. But once you know how it works, at least through this strategy that I've developed, it's pretty easy. It is kind of like logic based, sort of, so you got to kind of think about it, which is interesting, because you wouldn't think that this would be a game that requires logic, but it really does. Go into the woods. Same thing. She's a little slower though, so I just gotta be careful. That's the main reason. You don't have to use Debbie as your 4th choice, but it's the same thing. Get the torch. So yeah, this strategy eliminates all possibility of failure almost. It doesn't entirely, but it almost entirely does it. Problem with a lot of the guides is they give you the information, but they don't tell you really how to put it all together. This sort of guide that I have here will kind of help you do that. Like, if you follow these instructions, you'll do it the same way roughly every single time. So now I have everybody's got the torch except for the two guys, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so the children are being attacked, so I think I'm just gonna, should I send Mark? I think I'm gonna send Mark into the woods first, because the woods are right here. And he's gonna grab a few more potions, and then I'm gonna go fight Jason. Just be real careful, because if you accidentally pick up a knife, your run is screwed now. I couldn't really get any, but that's alright. Whatever, I gotta go save the kids. If you lose 1 or 2, it's okay, but if you lose like 4, then you're getting kind of close to screwed. There's 1 child has died so far I should be okay, but I have to be really careful to make sure he doesn't take any damage in here, because he's still going to be wandering around the map getting potions. Okay, the next time I fight him, I'm going to have to kill him. Unless it's with someone who has a knife or a rock. Next torch bearer that fights him is going to have to kill him, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful here. Now, if he attacks someone in a area with a torch, I can send someone with a knife in there. But if they have the knife and they can wear him down to 7 health points, then you're going to have to fight to the death. And at that point, it's pretty much suicide. So there should be potions here, but I'm not seeing any. There's like 4 potions in here, but I'm not seeing a single one. I don't know why. Just gotta be very careful not to pick up a knife or I'm gonna have to reset. These wolves are the only really difficult enemy aside from Jason. Need one more. There we go. Alright, I gotta get out of here and fight whoever. I gotta hurry. Oh great, now I'm screwed. This forest is just the frickin' worst. Well, I hope it's nobody important that died. Okay, good. I got a little lucky there, but Mark's about to die, so I gotta get him out of here. Yeah, unfortunately, the only part of this run that's hard is I don't really have a map of this forest, so I'm kind of just wandering around aimlessly. I got the rest of this down to a science. See, if I had killed one of those other characters, I could have still won, but it would have been a little harder. But in this case, I'm just gonna go kill Jason now because he's got got 7 health potions. They've all got Torche. I'm just gonna have Debbie kill him. So wherever he spawns next, but I'm gonna go wait by the lake. So the rest of the game, you're just gonna basically wait by the lake and just go kill him by the lake because eventually he's going to make his way there. If he's not there, then he's going to be in one of these other houses, and you can just attack him and force him out. The only place where you're forced to fight him indoors, which is the hardest part of the game. Okay, so he made it to the children, so I'm going to go kill him now. So I'm going to go just... Basically, the only thing that makes this game hard, in other words, is having to fight him inside the house, which gets progressively harder to the point where it's almost impossible. Everything else about this game is, for the most part, easy. And so this thing with the children is the only hard part of the game. Okay, I should kill him now. And no, still on day 1, and this is going on 20 minutes, but the rest of the game is going to be so short that it's, like, silly. It needs 3 more hits. Okay, so... Alright. So now we got George. George is useless. We got Mark, Laura, Debbie, and Christie, and they all have the torch. Mark has how many? He has 7 health potions, so he's going to be the one that kills him on day 2, and then I'm just going to spam attack on day 3, and you'll see why. But make sure you have at least 11 children alive at this point, 11, or you're going to have to, you might, well, you can do it with 6, but it's going to be a little harder. Somebody's getting attacked, so at this point, due to sheer probabilities, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to be fighting him outside. Luck wasn't in my favor because he's got to fight George. Oh, and George is fighting indoors, so George is probably going to die here, but it doesn't matter. 7 hits, so he's much harder the second day. See, he's moving like super fast right now. That's his day 3 behavior. And he is basically impossible to fight on day 3. If he kills George, I don't really care, because George wasn't going to do anything anyway. Alright, it doesn't matter, but I beat him. So now I'm just going to go back to what I was doing before. Switch back to Mark. Go back to the left side of the lake and wait. And always make sure you wait by the left side of the lake because, what am I doing? It's the wrong way. Always make sure you wait by the left side of the lake because he will always go count. He'll always enter and he'll always go counterclockwise. So he'll always end up at the left side of the lake. For whatever reason, he always ends up here. Okay, somebody else is getting attacked. So again, if it's George, George is just going to waste his time. If it's one of the other characters, I'm just going to chase him down. Okay, it's Christie, so I'm just going to turn around. He's going to be outside, and I'm going to just move in close here, and I'm just going to chase him. And if Christie's health gets a little low, then I'm going to just sort of retreat, but so far it's okay. I think he might have gotten away. Yeah, be very careful not to pick up a knife while you're doing this, which is annoying, but... Alright, he got away, so I'm going to go back to Mark. So now Mark will... It's going to be even easier for Mark to kill him because his health is even lower now, so... This is basically a foolproof strategy. As long as you did what I said on day 1, then day 2 is foolproof. Like, nothing can go wrong now, unless you just really try to sabotage yourself. So basically, you're going to follow him. Once he gets here, you're going to attack him, then he's going to go to the cabin by the lake, you're going to attack him, and if he's still alive at that point, you're going to go to the other side of the lake and attack him, and by that point, he's almost always dead. But if not, just chase him or go back to the left side of the lake and repeat. And you'll always kill him. And you should have enough potions to do that with Mark. Yeah, this is kind of boring, but this is what you gotta do. There he is. So he's gonna run to the right, but that doesn't mean anything. Because even though he runs to the right, he's actually gonna immediately... Oh no, I killed him. Okay, so he would have gone to the lake. So now I got all 4 alive, so now he's screwed either way. So I'm gonna stick to Mark, but I still got 4... Oh, the children got attacked immediately this time. Okay. I've never seen that before. You just start and the children are already... Like, he immediately attacks the children. So this time I'm gonna use Mark to chase him away, because Mark's got the 2 healing potions. So, he's like impossible to fight on the 3rd day, so I'm just gonna spam attacking. And Mark's got the potions, so... Mark's still got 4 potions, but I think I'm gonna switch to another character just because Mark is going to die. Actually, I could keep using him, because he's just gonna keep using the potions. So I'll just do that. Every time he gets hit, though, he's gonna, like, But eventually he will die, so you'll see that in a second. So basically, this is day 3, and you can see how this strategy is just foolproof, because I still got 3 other characters with torches, and I still got 14 children alive, so you can't lose at this point. So that's why I say this is a foolproof strategy. Just keep waiting here by the left side of the lake. It's actually a smarter idea to go, if you really, like at this point I would go get the other character, but it doesn't matter that much. Normally you would have 3 characters alive, but because of the way the way the probabilities played out, I managed to kill him quicker, so Mark stayed alive. But if you, let's say he made his way right to the lake on day 2 and Mark had to fight him, then Mark would have chased him into the cabin. Okay, so he's attacking somebody else, so I'm going to go in and switch to... Now, most of the time, he does... Oh, well, that's great. He can attack me indoors. That's alright. I'm going to lose Christie, though. I still got 3 left. The thing is, like, even though this is almost foolproof, I couldn't account for the fact that he was going to show up there and he was going to show up by the door, which is like a 1 in 8 chance, I think, so it's extremely unlikely, but it still happens. If he's by the door and you turn around, you're going to have to fight him, and then you're going to lose a character. But again, you'll see I'm going to still have more characters alive at the end, so it's not going to make any difference. also be very careful not to jump on days 2 and 3 because you will lose your stuff. And you'll have to start over. So back to the same strategy, just waiting on by the left side of the lake. Attack. This might kill him, but I don't know, he ran away. He's attacking the children now. So I think I'm just going to sacrifice Mark. Mark's going to die in here unless, yeah, Jason's still got half his health. So Mark's going to die in here, but that's alright. Alright, so now I'm just going to let the children die, which seems horrible, but that's really the reason this is a foolproof strategy, is because you can just... Actually, okay, so let the children die and just go wait by the right side of the lake, because he's going to come out on the right side of the lake, and you can just ambush him and then chase him down, and then you can just go wait by the left side of the lake again. So, yeah, this is horrible, but this is the way to do it. If you want to maximize, you want to make it so that you can't lose, this is the way to do it. So you're going to lose 5 children, so if that happens twice, it can happen twice, so you're going to see I'm not even going to be close to losing even after all this. I still got 2 characters with full health, and he's at half health, so obviously I'm going to win. And that's with some things happening that were not in my favor, but either way. So as soon as he starts running, I'm going to chase him, and I might be able to catch him. But I think he runs the other way, so I don't know. So yeah, there's 9 children left now. So basically, I'm going to try to get around him, I guess. So when he runs the other way, oh no, I killed him. That was a joke. Okay, so there you go. You finally managed to defeat Jason, but is he really dead? We're not telling, which is probably the worst ending in any video game ever. But there you go. It seems like an insanely difficult game. It's really not. Remember, I still had another character with full life, and I still had 11 children alive. And this was kind of things happened that weren't in my favor in this run because one of my characters got ambushed and killed. So if that hadn't have happened, then I would have still had an extra one. So I think it's fair to say that this is a foolproof strategy.